Hello everyone, myself Dr. Jyoti Gangurde, Assistant Professor of Zoology, KTHM College Nasik. Students, today I am going to introduce with the new insect of agricultural pest and their control. Now here, the insect is brinjal fruit and stem borer and its scientific name is Leucinurus arbonalis. Now, first overview about such a Leucinurus arbonalis or brinjal fruit or stem borer. Now here the brinjal or eggplant Solanum melogena, which is well known and economically important fruit vegetable crop in South and Southeast Asia. Now it is grown worldwide for its edible fruit which has good market value. Now the brinjal fruit borer Leucinurus arbonalis, which is an important pest of such a brinjal. Okay, now here you can see or come to the systemic position. Now such a Leucinurus arbonalis, which belongs to phylum Arthropoda, and you are familiar with all the characters, that is the appendages, they are jointed, exoskeleton is present or it is in the form of chitin. Now which belongs to class Insecta, the body of insect which is divisible into head, thorax and abdomen, whereas 6 legs they are present. Now order Lepidoptera, and this is the largest order of insect which bearing the scaly wings or wings on the surfaces of wings scales they are present, or what we say that scaly wings are there. Now such a scales they are modified flattened hairs. Now family Crambidae, this is the family of small snout grass moths. Now subfamily Pyrostini, where the tympanal organ with atrophied spinula means small spines, atrophied means reduced. So tympanal organs are the hearing organs in case of insect. Now such a hearing organs, they bears different type of sensilllas or covering of spines. Here what it is mentioned, the tympanal organ with atrophied spinula, or what we say that the tympanal organ, they are provided with small spines. Now the genus Leucinurus and the species Arbonalis. Now here if we can discuss regarding its distribution, so such a brinjal fruit borer and shoot borer Leucinurus arbonalis, it is widely distributed in India, Malaysia, Burma, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Germany and East Asia. Now in India this pest has a countrywide distribution. Now come to the host plants. Now here you can see the different host plants are there. The main larval host plants of Leucinurus arbonalis is the brinjal. Okay. Now, but it is also known to feed on other Solanaceae plants like tomato, then potato, again here that is sodom apple, nipple fruit, turkey berry, then cape gooseberry or gooseberry, okay, or gooseberry. Now these are some plants, they are acting as a host plants of such a pest Leucinurus arbonalis, and occasionally such a host plants, what we say is that occasionally also been feeding on green pods of peas. Now on the pea plant, such a fruit borer which is also feeding on the pea plant or on the peas. Okay. Now come to the identification marks. Now here the adult moth, which is small in size and which measures here about 20 to 22 mm wingspan. Here the dorsum of the thorax and abdomen has pale brown or black marks. Now The wings are white with pinkish or bluish tinge and ringed with small hair like white cilia along the apical and anal margin. Okay, so what is it? The wings. Okay, first the wingspan is near about 20 to 25 mm. After that, the dorsum of the thorax and abdomen has pale brown or black marks. The wings, they are white with pinkish or bluish tinge and ringed with small hairs like white cilia along the apical and anal margins. Now, the forewing with the base black. So, here the forewing with base black, indistinct or undifferentiated antemedial and medial yellowish brown lines. Now, a large apical black patch eroded with a few grey scales and traversed by a pale sinus line continued as a yellow line to outer angle. Hind wing is with basal black specks, pale yellow disc oscillar spot, yellow post-medial line bent inwards. Now, it has a subapical black spot and here the cilia they are white in color. Now, this is what about in case of adult moth. Now, if we can discuss regarding the developing stage, that is larvae. So, here the larvae or caterpillars are creamy white when young and light pinkish violet in color when full grown. Now, they measures about 18 to 23 mm in length. Head is dark and sclerotized and provided with mandibulate type of mouth parts. Here you can see the differentiation, the developing stage which is a voracious feeder, and that's why the mandibulate or biting and chewing kind of mouth parts they are present, whereas the adult stage is non-feeding stage or what we say is that which bears the sucking kind of mouth parts. Why? Because in case of moths and butterflies, the siphoning type of such a mouth parts they are present. Now, this is what about the identification marks, and I think you are familiar with the larvae of such a brinjal fruit borer because in common brinjal, okay, if we can cut near about 10 to 15 brinjal, at least one brinjal is infected by such a larvae. So I think you are familiar with the larval stage as compared to the adult stage. Okay. Now, if we can discuss regarding the life cycle of insect, here you can see the life cycle stages such as the caterpillars hibernate in winter and pupate in early spring, and adult moths appear in the month of March and April. Now the total life cycle is near about 20 to 43 days. Means from egg hatching up to the formation of adult, the total lifespan which takes near about 20 to 43 days. Now the first stage of life cycle is the egg. Now here such a female lays elongated creamy white eggs, shiny or singly or in batches of 2 to 4. Now generally scattered on the leaf surface. Now each female can lay 80 to 120 eggs in her lifetime. Now oviposition takes place during the night and the eggs are laid independently on the lower surface of the young leaves. Now the green stems, blooms, buds or calyces of the leaf fruit fly. Okay, so along with the below surface of the young leaves, such a female which can deposit the number of eggs, that is near about 80 to 120 eggs in number of batches. So along with the young leaves, which can deposit the eggs on the green stems, blooms, buds, or either calyces of the leafy fruits. Now, here you can see the egg take incubation period of 3 to 5 days in summer and 7 to 8 days in winter to hatch out as a larva. Means, depending on the climatic condition, such eggs they shows the variation in their incubation period. Now, then the next stage is the larva. So the eggs after incubation period is over, such eggs they they shows their hatchlings or they come out from their egg to form a tiny minute larvae. Now here the tiny young larvae that emerge from the egg bore into tender shoots near the growing points. Now the larvae also bore into the petiole, then tender stems or flower bud, but generally prefer fruit. Now, so there are about 5 larval install stages to complete the development as a larva. The larval period varies within 12 to 15 days in case of summer season, whereas 14 to 22 days in case of winter season. Now, this is what about the larval stage. So, after the continuing the last larval stage, here such a larva which undergoes a process of pupation, and what we say is that the mature larvae come out their feeding tunnels and pupates in tough silken cocoon. Such a cocoon is silken, boat shaped, again grey colored, attached with the stem or fruit externally or mingled among the fallen leaves. Now, the pupal period, which is generally 6 to 17 days. Now, the last stage is the adult. So, the adult moth emerges out pupal cocoon at night. Young adults are generally found on the lower surfaces following the emergence. Now, adults live for 2 to 5 days and generally female lives longer than the males. Now, this is what about the life cycle of insect. Now, the next is what? The nature of damage. How the insect which can damage to the plants. So, the nature of damage. Here you can see this is the life cycle picture or the life cycle diagram. So, you can see here the eggs. They are deposited on either the below surface of the leaves or either on the stems and either on the petiole of the fruit or again on the flower. Here you can see. So, anywhere they on the plant, the eggs they are deposited by the female. After that, here you can see the development of the larvae or the caterpillar, which shows advances in their size as they turn towards the last larval instar. Now, such a larvae they undergoes a process of pupation, and from which the adult wings or winged Lepidoptera or the moth, what we say is that the Lysinode arbonalis or brinjal fruit borer shoot borer will come out. Now, come to the nature of damage. Now, the nature of damage here, only larval stage is acting as a destructive pest. The young larvae bore into the tender shoots, which may drawn down and dry up. Now, here the tiny larvae enter into the fruit by making tiny holes, and such holes they are not easily noticeable. Now, it feed within the developing brinjal fruit and destroys the whole internal tissue. A healthy looking brinjal may contain several larvae within it. Now, the large holes are the exit openings of the last instar caterpillar for population or for the pupation. Okay, now when these larvae enter the leaf petiole of young shoot, they infested portion peels and drops. Okay, so you remember what the nature of damage. Here the larval stage is very destructive stage and which can destroy the brinjal fruit. Okay, now this is what about the nature of damage. Now come to the control measure. Here you can see the control measure, they include again the cultural method, then biological control method, chemical control method as well as pheromone control methods. Now we can see all the methods one by one. Now here the chemical control method, the first method is the cultural control method. Here the points such as the uprooting and burning of the infested plant to avoid future infection. Now along with that, keep watch in the early stage of the crop when attack on the young shoot can be easily spotted and should be nipped in the bud. Now the hand picking destruction of caterpillar. Now, after that, in intercropping of tomato and potato in rotation with brinjal. Now the alteration plant is very important. So which can again avoid the attack on the different plant because the host plant is not there. Now after that, the use of light traps and kerosinized water to kill the adult moth. Now this is what about the cultural method. Now if we can discuss regarding the biological control method here, a tiny wasp that is Cratala flavor orbitalis, which is the harmless to human, but it is harmful to such a insect. So it is harmless to human and it is one of the important parasitoid to control infection. So which is harmful to such a pest or which is feeding on such a pest. So it is harmless to the man. Now the nuclear polyhydrosis virus NPV spray and Bacillus thuringiensis, they are also effective in controlling the pest. Now after that, predators like Campylornuria species, this is the species of bug, then Chilomensis sexmaculata, uh, sexmaculata. Here this is again belongs to what we say is that it is the ladybird beetle. Then Coccinella septum punctata, it is again a 7-spotted ladybird beetle. Then Bromoides saturalis, it is again 3-spotted ladybird. So we commonly call them according to their common names. So such a insects, they plays an important role in controlling the pest or controlling this particular pest. Now if we can discuss regarding the chemical control methods, here the insecticidal application, which include the spraying with 0.1% carbaryl, then quinalphos, endosulfan, chlorpyrifos, which is at regular interval of 7 to 10 days, is effective to control the adults. Now, and the last one is the pheromonal control, which includes the male moth, which can be lured and killed with the help of 6 pheromone baited in suitable trap. Now, 2 or 3 milligram of pheromone sample contained in porous plastic tube with suitable trap cap be placed in the field continuously for for up to 6 weeks. Okay. Now this is what regarding the pheromone control. Again here you can see the pheromone smell seeping from the tubulars, the male moths and they get trapped and fall into the spray water in the trap. Now make sure that the trap is never dry and soapy water is refilled often to ensure killing of moth. Now this trap, which can last at least one session or season. Now what I'm saying that the pheromonal control, it is again one of the control measure to control the population of entire uh, such a pest of brinjal fruit borer or stem borer or such a particular plant pest. Now this is what about the insect, that is Lysinode arbonalis, or commonly we call it as a brinjal fruit or either shoot borers. Okay, so in next lecture we introduce with again new insect. Okay, so thank you so much.